Welcome back to Neo. Alright, so now we have the entire gang together.
It's not the same without Joe.
It was really such a missed opportunity not to include him for the final batch.
That's the thing, like, they have 6 party members and the combat is already hectic enough with 6 party members. Maybe adding a 7th one.
I loves the number 7.
I know, right? Like, come on, 7. It was right there.
Okay. My clear BS aside, I want to know something. Because, I haven't checked a lot, but outside of knowing the fact that the marketing of this game was kept to a minimum for reasons that we have discovered, during the early stages of this run, from the few existing trailers that may have been, how much of the game was shown?
They showed a bit of the... let me put it this way. They showed some brief flashes of the climax, but like in a non-contextual way that like if you're watching those trailers without any context, you're not going to be able to even know what's going on, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay, my point is, like, did they focus the gameplay and story showcasing mostly on week 1?
Yes.
So could it possibly, is there a concrete possibility that the game might have sold to someone who just saw it, that show might have been a permanent party member?
Well,
okay.
I guess.
As somebody...
But here's the thing. Permanent party members weren't a thing even in the original game because we were cycling for party members.
I kind of get it, but like, again, it's the fact that the dropping after week 1 is a thing, but I was kind of hoping it was something that was reincorporated later. And of course, story is not over yet, and considering they did not kill the show, I'm pretty sure there's one last thing he has to do plot-wise,
Before he dies.
He'll play his role in the climax, yes.
Why does he have to die,
I'm going to pretend I have not heard that, lady.
Okay. As somebody who's in the middle of Kyo and Shiroi's spectrum of bias regarding show, I just find it weird that he is also not playable for the final week, essentially. Like, I feel like the final week would have been the pivotal moment where everyone comes together, like, no matter what their goals are, it all aligns to taking down Shiba and the Shinjuku Reapers, essentially. And, whatever happens with show could be dealt with afterwards.
And keep in mind, I don't want to have these... at least personally, I want to have these erase of what just happened, the fact that, Sho just tried to kill everyone in the party.
Yeah.
But that kind of uneasiness is not too uncommon for the genre. The Tales of runs with this every day of the week anyway. So again, like you said, if anything, it opens up more interesting storytelling. I get it that it might get things a bit too bloaty, especially because clearly we still haven't resolved some of our party members, character arc like Nagi, so we need time for that. All of this is kind of... okay, tell me what's Neku's effect.
Protect partners. Sometimes increases the groove earned from beat drop comments performed by Neku and Rindo. And it's the name Protect partners.
Yeah. Again, that's what I get from top billing.
It's still... Ironically enough, we're almost at the end of week 3, but it's still potentially too early for me to say it. But I do genuinely wonder if there was a thing of too much stuff added to this game, so as a result, we need to resolve all of it, towards the end, and we wouldn't have time to, have things paced or balanced in a more effective way.
Here's the thing.
I wonder.
Here's the thing. For as much as we love him, the truth of the matter is that Sho is an antagonist, and he's not a good person. So he's not exactly someone that will play nice with the other characters.
Pedro, I get it, but like me and Jova said, an easy alliance due to the fact that there's someone worse at the moment is a perfectly justifiable, excuse in my book. And if anything, it's more of a case of, after that is resolved, immediately have... I know that basically implies that I want Sho to be the true final boss of the game, but I don't know, I think it could work.
No, the final boss of this game was done with a thematic justification rather than a specific character, just because.
Well, I mean, obviously, but okay, to add to another point, though, it's like, counterpoint in regards to Sho never teaming up with us, he teamed up with us for the first week. Yes, he was using us, but he did still team up with them for the time being. Like, if he could do it for then, he could probably do it for week 3 as well, honestly.
But that's the thing.
Now,
Here's the thing. He did that. Go ahead, Shiri.
Hey, Neku, can I ask you something?
no, you can't have my autograph. Also, yes, Rindu's head was pretty empty. Shoot.
You wanna not say that in the context of this
I'm
game.
right
people
here.
people may take that literally.
So, Shinjuku, what is it like now?
It's just as big a shithole as it was before.
Also, I see Dating God has really bolstered Neku's
I say
ego.
a character I don't see Shinjuku reveal.
Now? Well, now it's just nothing.
Yep.
All that's left are shadows, faint impressions of people and their thoughts. It's like the world that never was, that weird
Well,
kid
actually,
with the key told me
okay.
about.
Yeah, that's grim.
Okay, it's super spoilery, but there's a part in Kingdom Hearts 3 that kinda matches this.
Mm-hmm.
Akiko Ishibashi, she's writing Kingdom Hearts 4 now.
Well, again, as we mentioned, if the franchises are running really on the idea to be still connected in some form or degree, it will make sense.
That's it? Grim? How are you not freaking out? Your whole town just went poof.
Who says it was her hometown?
It is, actually.
I mean, it doesn't exactly make me feel warm and fuzzy inside.
Jova,
But
we
what
had
the fuck can she
we
do
had
about
an
it?
entire day establishing, how she cared about Shinjuku.
Well, I'm
And-
talking about it being her hometown when she was living, but I guess to be fair, she grew attached to it in death.
She's now, but she's also fallen in love with Shibuya, which is why she wants to help the Wicked Twister save it. Go ahead. In fact,
But I low-key like it better here in Shibuya anyway. So, yeah, I'm good.
I mean, so what if a whole town got destroyed? This one's better. Take note, Hal Jordan.
Jova, remember, he was secretly possessed by a giant bug.
Right! Yes, that's
Okay,
right!
yeah.
Damn you, Parallax!
What the hell are you doing in that part of Tokyo in the first place?
I was just getting a copy of Persona 5.
about we'll play a new day to find out, Choka.
Also, a little gremlin shot me. Beats me. Someone wanted me there, though. I just know it. And I get the feeling it's somebody I could punt
Wake
all the
up,
way to
Neku.
America.
We'll find out later who sent Neku to Shinjuku specifically. Because remember, he was shot in Shibuya, so why was he sent to Shinjuku specifically?
Was shot so hard, he's so, ragdolled back to Shinjuku.
We'll find out who later.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Someone like who?
Like DBZ
They're not-
style.
Again, beats me.
Sorry,
Says
so-
with
so-
a knowing smile.
Sorry, Shoka, but that no. Believe it or not, it wasn't Coco.
Hey, hold on. No, I got a question. How'd you wind up back here?
Yeah.
Magic.
So let's explain that now.
Is it that easy to rock up to the booyah these days?
Well, when you're dead, you can do anything. A Reaper found me, sought me out,
That Reaper friend that he's talking about. Yeah.
told me Shibuya could use my help. Something about me being their last
Neku
hope or
was-
something. Fortunately, they were kind enough to show me the way back.
Neku was like, I already told you, I don't care about the Avengers Initiative.
Was it truly so simple? This gallant Reaper pointed you down a street and away you went.
So you're telling me Ghost Rider was the one who called for him?
I mean, considering what he still did in the first game, I think the Penance Terror might do something to Neku or Jova.
Let's just say Jova actually guessed way back in our playthrough the first game what is Coco's real intentions. Surprisingly,
Mm-hmm. I mean, there had to have been some reason why she was so adamant about Neku returning to death. Wasn't a street so much as... well, it's sort of hard to explain. At any rate, when I got out here, something felt off. I look too, see what it was.
You found us.
Yes,
Oh.
it turns out you're the virus. I have to delete you.
So basically got the help from a Reaper in getting here.
Lucky you showed up when you did. Hate to say it, but Taputi really had me on the ropes.
You know, that
Again,
would
the
be a
little
twist.
thing in life.
Wouldn't that be a twist if it turns out?
Okay, my turn. While we're on the subject, what's the deal with Mr. Minami? Like, who is he?
In one word, magnificence.
An asshole, that's who. 3 years ago, he was a Reaper's house.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Okay. This time, who let
timing.
This time, who let Shiroi into the writing booth?
Brothers all QET and we're all WTF. My advice, don't bother trying to figure him out.
I mean, it's not like he's wrong. He is an asshole. So,
To be fair, you need to have an high IQ to understand, so.
Oh, be quiet.
Oh God!
you have to understand.
Is in a way
You know-
that's kind of, sort of true.
You know what's interesting too? Like that girl I mentioned before, Crystal. She also doesn't like show, but there's even a point.
wasn't gonna.
There's even a point where she even goes, "Oh God, I'm kidding. God, everybody's gonna cancel me because everybody loves him."
Anyway, let's just say we didn't see eye to eye on certain subjects when we first met.
That's putting it mildly.
That 3 you guys had it out.
More or less, but he's not the same person anymore. He's changed.
Okay, Neku, I know it's me saying it, but I think the Stockholm Syndrome is not helping this.
No. Hear me out.
Changed? You gotta be kidding me. He's just sitting back there.
But Beat, that's just it. The last time we saw him, he was as flat as a pancake thanks to that fridge. Now he's back up on his feet. That's pretty different from the last time I
ahead.
saw him.
Go ahead.
I know. But remember how crazy he used to be? Something tells me he's different. Or trying to be.
Well, okay.
I know,
To Neku's
deep
credit, he is correct on one thing. So he is on our side, but
Yes.
no. Okay. To Neku's credit, show's methodology in this game has been much more.
No, he ain't. Guy's a freak.
Surgical.
Tornado. Probably a serial killer to boot.
Yeah, show is compared to how he was in the first game. He's a lot more methodical in this one in comparison.
Now, part
actually.
of that is probably due to the fact that he's no longer a Reaper, but
Also,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure Coco gave him some specific instructions.
so which could mean he's actually been doing this to help us in his weird own way.
I'm keeping
Since,
this fucker
well-
at bay.
Oh,
Keep in mind though, it feels like what he did at the time was to prompt Rindu
No.
to use his powers, essentially. And keep in mind, he found out that Rindu is apparently the source of the
hold on.
birds. And what-
Import. This is important
Yeah.
because remember the old flames that Shiba mentioned earlier. Well, here's the first one.
Something wrong.
Are we about to get a boss rush?
Not a boss rush, but
Oh.
Oh, hey!
get it? Old flames.
It's Ayano. She's here?
Something seems fishy about this.
Nah, you think?
No, Dweebs, the iguana is a reptile.
No, don't you see? She survived and she wants to join us for a happy ending.
Told so.
Totes. Also, Shiro, I know that's the thing. Coco trying to control Sho is the same thing as a pet owner trying to control a rabid dog, basically.
What?
So you're saying we're gonna have to put Sho down?
Well, how?
Gladly. No. How should I know?
I mean, it
well,
was a
she's your
rhetorical
mom,
question.
so maybe there's some psychic connection you have with her.
Hold on, we'll see. Hold on.
Yeah, for all we know, it might be like a simulacrum created specifically to taunt.
I mean,
Like, should be saying stuff like, I.
If there's something that the first game clearly establishes that nothing is left to causality with the laws of the higher beings.
You know. Oh.
Dot dot dot.
bottom right.
Do not be fooled. That is not the Reaper we encountered the other day.
Remember, Nagi can read into her, so. Top left.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
The iguana's the iguana's missing one spike is a fake.
Well, you see, it turns out it's actually the iguana.
Oh wait,
who's at the
Leaves
wheel
out.
now.
hold on. I had the perfect comeback, but let's hear her read first.
I cannot see into her mind.
There you go. So what you're saying is this is another game of spot the differences?
Yeah, no, Dweebs, this is not the name one thing in this image.
These two images have 7 differences. Can you find them all?
Huh.
Yeah. One has I am a wanker written on it, the other one doesn't. 7 times. There's your 7 differences.
Shoka, there you are, dear.
I've come back from the dead and I've forgiven you.
Because she has none. She is but an empty husk.
Oh, so she's a nobody. Cool. Where's her heartless?
For all intents and purposes, yeah, that's the basic. Except she's even more soulless than the nobodies are.
Oh boy. Just don't form an evil organization bent on stealing people's hearts to get your own.
Well, in this case, it would be to steal people's imagination. Or soul. Or soul, because remember the... Go ahead.
How do you figure?
Remember, Mr. H said in the secret reports that the noise feed on soul. Go ahead.
So the moral of the world interview is imagination.
Well, it's because remember, Mr. H explained is that it's via imagination that culture and ideals spread. So yes, it is important. The secret reports explain all that. Go ahead.
She's clearly walking and talking just fine.
And you don't find that odd, given how we put her down a few days ago?
It's like I said, Drove, it's similar to the Black Lantern rings, users. It's the intended effect, create the emotional tether.
Yep.
Although the difference is they were notably corrupted. This one is... Well, we've already established something's very weird since she looks completely normal.
She's an
Looks
empty
like
husk.
you gotta kill your mom again.
Great.
Oh boy!
Shiba's using... Go ahead.
Are you sure it's not her?
It's obvious that they're...
Here I go,
they're
killing my mother figure again.
by old flames, Shiba means use our traumas against us.
Well, so far she seems nice. It's only when she starts coaxing and telling her that it's all her fault she's dead that we get nasty. Let me scan her. There might be a hint somewhere in her soul.
Yo, you can scan people's souls.
Yeah. Neku got a new ability, as he's about to explain. Go ahead.
Picked up a few tricks while I was in Shinjuku.
There you go.
That's this. Oh, a few embarrassing baby pictures of Shoka.
Remember,
At the time Shoka first walked.
Mr. H explained that Neku has an extraordinary level of imagination compared to most other
Couldn't
players.
exactly scan people the old-fashioned way.
That's why he's so good at psychs right from the get-go in the first game.
Wait, what else is in my bag? My old cell phone? Give me that. How'd you even get
He even explained in the secret reports that what was keeping him from being as badass as he is in this game was the past trauma, as Mr. H put it. Good.
Nagi's right. There's no soul in there. She's empty.
Well then.
Shoka, let's go back, darling. Together.
To where exactly? She's completely lost herself. Now she's just noise.
Yeah.
Even after someone's gone, their thoughts and memories can get left behind.
Yeah, as he just explained through his visit for Shinjuku. Yep.
My bet is the noise has latched on to some of hers. Ooh, I wonder if we'll be seeing everyone who's died so far in this game, then.
Gee, I wonder, with Shiba mentioning old flames, what do you think, Jova?
It absorbed her leftover thoughts and took on her appearance.
So that's just noise pretending to be Ayano?
Basically, yep.
It makes me wonder, what would it do if she went with Ayano, quote unquote?
Well, the noise
Kill
will
her?
just consume her, yeah.
Pretty sure.
Like, once again, Jova, think of like Black Lantern logic.
At the very least, it's not her. It's just noise.
Yes, you told me the first time. Don't rub it in.
So tune it out.
Shoka, come with me, dear.
Okay,
You're
I
not
guess
saying
she
it.
turned into a black
breaking
waltz
down a
then.
bit.
Yeah,
You're not saying
your
it-
Xbox is a little, now I get it.
Fake Ayano.exe has encountered an error and needs to close.
There is no error to encounter. Go ahead.
Old flames.
Exactly.
Isn't this nice, players? All your friends are here.
But they're dead already.
How cruel.
They're deader than dead. They're deader than you, who are already dead in the UG. Try saying that 10 times fast.
Also, I noticed that Neku is having that, I forgot
That's
what
what he
it...
meant.
He does there's a specific term where, you know, an object, something that is behind something
Yeah,
else,
only
it's
with any
still
raised.
showing.
Well, that's common in manga. So,
Oh no, I know, but I think so far he's the only major character in the game who's having this.
go ahead.
You're the absolute worst, you know that, Shiba?
Dang,
I mean-
your dad really did you dirty, didn't he?
He is not my dad.
That's not what the DNA test told me.
I mean, besides, you can use that to, again, demand child support.
I know it sucks. We,
Would he
we
even
gotta
pay
fight
that?
her.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, I'm not a monster. I would pay it every other week.
It really friggin' sucks. But hey, that's probably more consistent than a bunch of dads out there, so,
Yes. See, Shiba is many things, but he is not a deadbeat monster.
All
Of
right,
course.
let's
No,
go.
he's just a monster.
Okay, moving on.
I run a killing game. I'm not an asshole.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, one thing I've wondered, given that Rindu's powers are clearly unorthodox to the point where they should not be a part of the game, now we find out that they were fueling the birds. What if it turns out that Rindu is actually Shinjuku's god, but for whatever reason his memory of that was wiped out?
Well, I already feel
I can
like
tell you
that
that-
even
I
in
can-
the first game.
I can tell you that that's not the case. Rindo is not secretly the composer.
Honestly, Jova, again, both for the first game and with this, the plot, the idea of the plot to be that our prime protagonist is someone of the higher plane that was devoted and, you know, lost their memory. Again, if it wasn't for the game having a clearly established narrative, that wouldn't be so bad of an idea. Honestly, I could see easily that working for at least a spin-off.
Oh, sure. We will meet. Okay, how about this, Joe? I'll throw you a bone. We will meet the Shijuku composer, not now, for later.
I'm gonna laugh if it's also Joshua.
No, that's
Multitasking.
not how it works. Each town has to have their own composer, producer, conductor.
And so on.
Yeah.
So they can't pull a Pokemon Gen 2, got it.
No. That being said, Jova, keep in mind those are the rules. Now, what would happen if someone were to break those rules? That's all I'll say, and move on.
Well, you know what they say, rules are like limits, they're meant to be broken.
We'll see.
Let us take this shortcoming in stride.
Again with the B, Nagi.
Tusk, tusk, tusk.
All right, now it's the Shiroi show.
Listen, fake. Oh, God.
Later.
Actually, later, Faker.
Okay, Sonic.
I found you, Faker.
That damn hedgehog, your gold, please.
Hey. The word faker is still there. Lady Shoka.
Pay not the mind to your tragedy, but to the awesomeness of the music.
No, this is Nagi's time to shine now. Forgot this date.
Oh, is she about to step up as group therapist?
Mm-hmm. Very good.
I highly recommend this application to you. It has healed many a wounded heart. No, she's gonna get you addicted to gacha.
Don't you see? That's how she copes.
Well, to be fair, video games are. I actually met someone who was going through a rough trouble, and their therapist actually told them that a good way for you to occupy your mind is to try to get into video games, because that person was not in video game, wasn't really playing video games, but their therapist actually said, you need to keep your mind occupied with ways. One way I do recommend is actually playing video games, because they occupy a lot of time in your mind and everything.
Also,
Video games are good, but gachas are, well, you know.
Also,
She is recommending a gacha.
yeah, elegant strategy. Also, if no one has watched it yet,
or
Elastra.
Elastra for brevity.
Also, if no one has watched it yet, watch Reign Over Me. Possibly one of the few Happy Meals movie that's genuinely good. There's something like that going on.
I shan't force it upon you. I simply think it might help take your mind off of unpleasant matters.
By the way, if you sign up and let them know that I got you to sign up, I get 1,000
I mean, that's the whole-
free,
I mean-
primo
Yeah,
gems.
register with promo code NAGIA9000.
I mean, that's.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the whole point of hobbies to begin with. So yeah.
Oh, don't get me
Remember
wrong, a
during-
video game's a good hobby. It's just gachas tend to have that casino element to them.
That's
It is
one.
simply incredible, and the gameplay boasts surprising.
Oh my god, Nagi sounds just like me when I'm trying to sell these two games to people. that's literally me trying to introduce people to Twelly.
So this
Funny
is how
with what
she...
you were. Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
It's funny with what you were saying, Pedro, because I know during the height of COVID, a good number of therapists started recommending New Horizons to people.
Oh yes, a ton of people discovered the wonders of video games during the pandemic.
I thought you were going to say something else.
Thanks, sis. It's fine for now, but I'll try it out when I need a pick-me-up.
Go ahead, Webs. What
I
is
was
it?
going to say Horizon Zero Dawn.
No, I think they meant something else. What is it?
Animal Crossing New Horizon.
Right.
In 2020, there was fairly two different camps.
I hope it helps.
One was, relaxation with New Horizon, like she just said. The other, much like me, was instead killing everything in Doom Eternal.
And then there was the Chad who got both.
Now then, onward. Also, the song Doom Horizons is a banger.
Yes, it is. God bless the Chalk Eaters.
Dark Matter. That's a Final Fantasy reference, by the way. Okay. Go ahead, Jova.
Perfect. Just
this?
great. Thanks anyway. Ugh! Apparently I can't call you, so I have to text you instead. Now pay attention while I trauma dump onto
Bummer.
you.
Zuki?
Can you say no to this face? I take it you saw today's noise.
See, Square Enix is missing out on quite a lot. A lot of people would pay for these stickers. Make these stickers available to purchase.
Don't give me
All
ideas,
the
I might
team
use them
leaders.
as NFTs.
Oh
All
God!
the team leaders are back. They staked out their turf across the city. Yes, turf battle
No, that
of
what?
trauma.
Well, okay, sure.
Don't know what your plan is from here, but be careful. And maybe we'll actually get to fight Canon proper this. Well, probably not, since Ayano's fight was just the silver noise anyway.
plague noise.
There's a good chance you'll run into them, so watch your backs.
But remember, well, okay, technically these new versions of the characters are meant to be noise in disguise anyway, so it makes sense. So.
Yeah. Got it.
Got it.
They got it.
Okay, I got it.
Got it, go. Thank you kindly.
That's Rindo,
Both
actually.
waves also.
Yeah.
Thank you kindly.
Like the cat is bowing, I think.
Yes.
I think it's meant to be
Yes.
bow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I thought they were sighing, but bowing probably works.
What did she say?
Bog off. But the erased players are coming back.
That sounds like cheating. Although they are being revived as noise, so that sucks. Which means we're in for a fight or two. Or 3. Possibly 4.
We'll see.
And by the way, I got a hold of that Reaper I told you about. I still need to get to Cat Street.
Alright, we can head that way.
Alright.
Sure, we might have some psychological trauma along the way, but we can make it to Cat Street.
Let's just hope we can make it without running into trouble.
Rindo,
And
don't jinx it.
congratulations, fellow protagonists! You just jinxed us to high heaven.
Alright. Let's see. Alright, to Cat Street.
In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we... Well, okay, so far so good.
And you just jinxed us, Jova.
Oh wow.
You just
Team,
had to say it.
Told you, Rindu, I told you, you
that-
jinxed us.
Oh, yeah?
That's been a while.
Sure looks like him.
It certainly does.
Our old friend?
No.
Question mark?
Not,
I
not
mean,
even
he tried
close.
No. He tried to ambush and kill us several times.
Who ya?
He was an asshole.
Oh,
Never even tried to cop.
Oh, right. You weren't around for that. Okay, so he's one of the team leaders who got erased before you showed up.
Tell wicked twisters, come to rain on my parade. Oh, great. Even the simulacrum still gets the stupid puns.
I have not missed these.
If he got erased...
And he ain't got no business being back here.
Conveniently, we probably won't see any players who were erased before our first
Guess I'll
match.
have to blow you out of the water.
Oh my god, I hate him already.
Look at it this way, it makes more satisfying to erase him again, I suppose.
Seriously, is
I don't
this what
know.
you guys had to deal with the first week?
Unfortunately, pretty frequently.
Little reminder.
Just a reminder.
I don't know. I really
I
like.
wanna go.
I don't know. I really like the whole. Like, oh, I like the Tomoe River. Those curves.
No, hated that.
No, that's
Hated
not.
that especially.
That's not what you said. You said the dialogue was amazing in that when that happened.
Crying.
Sure.
Would you say, Shiro, you went through a transformation?
You know what? If Sho's gonna be on screen, at least he can bring his song with him.
See,
Brenda?
Shiro,
Well,
you already found
you say
something
that.
you like about him.
You say that, but he didn't bring his song with him in the anime for some reason. So.
Budgets and all.
But then what's the point then? Then what's the
Yeah.
point?
He
Go
has
ahead.
no mind or soul to speak of.
So he's fair
He
game.
has no
Let's,
style. He has no
He has
face.
no grace.
This team leader is a fucking disgrace.
We mustn't let our emotions hinder us from finishing the task before us.
Do any of you even really feel a deep connection to this guy?
Well, you just had to say.
it's basic thing in the sense that like despite everything, he's still a human being, so they have some basic empathy towards him.
Basic
Let our justice be
empathy.
swift.
basic empathy, yes, but they had no trouble fighting him or any of the other team leaders, even when they knew that elimination was on the card. So I feel like this would be like their easiest fight to do.
Well, it's not like it's taking that long to get convinced, as you can see. It's not like it's like with Ayano, so...
I'm actually surprised that they did Ayano first. I feel like they would have built up, the
Probably is a good
intensity
way
of
to
each one.
establish what we're dealing with.
Probably.
Since she's more fresh in the mind of everyone.
You can
It's interesting to imagine that.
We can guess where Whis is going.
It's interesting to imagine that when you fight them, they devolve into the plague noise forms.
Yeah, I guess here to just assume like they mutate Resident Evil style.
God, imagine if it's like the body snatchers.
Again, okay, to be fair, this is Square Enix, more like Parasite Eve. Again, Square attempted to replicate Resident Evil formula was not that bad. It's a shame that it's, hampered by the licensing stuff.
Resident Evil definitely set off a trend where a lot of companies wanted to have their high-octane action zombie series, basically. Even Capcom themselves ripped themselves off.
Okay, I forgot. What year was the first House of the Dead?
Was it 2000?
Might have been around the same time, I guess.
That's that then.
May he rest in peace.
Well,
Guess so.
who's...
Go ahead,
plays
Jova.
Nagi?
No.
Shall we proceed?
Might as well.
Raindo, wake up.
He's thinking, okay? Go ahead. I'm sorry. Don't really have any other options. Tell you, I'll paraphrase. It's kind of like what Master Tang says in Kung Pao. I only did this. that doesn't mean a person is dead. I'm only closing my eyes. That doesn't mean I'm sleeping. Yeah, for real.
Sorry. Just gotta keep going.
Indeed.
Indeed.
So what's the old flame we're meeting next?
I mean, if we're doing the, escalation thing, it would probably be Motoe, because we're saving Kanade for last, probably.
Go ahead.
Not that ours was much better, but still.
Yeah, this is a fucked up game, Beat was saying. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the Reapers gave us a hell of a time back then.
Hey, Jova, let's reminisce on the first game for a bit.
Good times.
No kidding. But man. Never thought I'd wind up back in the UG with you.
That's kind of ironic, since I'm pretty sure you were looking for him. Why are you here anyway? Don't tell me you got yourself killed again.
No, some people say, hey, nah, even I ain't that stupid. You see, some people say, hey, you do a great cosplay of Neku.
Then why?
That's the thing, we don't know.
That Shinjuku has been pulling people from the Urg.
RG.
Yeah. It's just funny, yeah. That's how they got me. Same with Window and them.
But for what purpose?
Which, hold on. That doesn't make sense, because the Reapers thought he was Neku, so if they snatched him in the first place, shouldn't they have known he wasn't Neku?
Hold on.
Maybe they know that they did, but don't know what he looks like, sorry.
We're gonna get the answer of who exactly is behind all this later, and for what purpose later.
Yeah. I think he said he was violating the rules of realism or some shit.
We try to keep a good and grounded reality here. A grounded reality where kids can play in a death game decided by your Lord and Savior Joshua.
Now it's like we never existed at all back home.
Did the Shinjuku Reapers do this?
Hold on.
Who else could it have been?
Who else
Oh,
indeed?
gee, I don't know. Maybe my old ex/stalker.
Who else indeed? Oh well.
Shiki?
Guess we'll never find out.
It turns out Shiki's the villain. Good one, Dibs.
Hold on. I said my ex. She's my girlfriend.
I'm gonna ask that Reaper user's talking about what she thinks she did, so yeah, I guess X counts. Who is it anyway?
Y'all know soon enough.
Soon enough.
Y'all know soon enough. Who's my Reaper friend, Pete? Hold on.
Why can't I know now, yo?
Because it's a surprise.
Because
I
I wanted to be a surprise.
Go ahead.
Because I want it to be a surprise for the audience, and because it'll be easier to explain everything all at once.
Well, is this somebody I know?
Yes, it is.
Not like it matters, but still. I just want to see some familiar faces, you know?
Oh, you will.
Welcome to the
And
club.
the monkey's paw curls one toe.
Yeah. Turns out it's Megumi actually. Come to save the day.
Yes, Jova's still crossing his fingers, hoping for Megumi to come back with a vengeance.
I hope they're doing that, especially.
But nah. I'm betting on it being Joshua. Yeah.
Well, remember, he said his Reaper friend. Joshua's not a Reaper. He's the composer.
I mean, maybe he's just saying that to cover for Josh, but that is a fair point. He probably wouldn't have hinted at it being a Reaper if it were Joshua. We ought to have a reunion.
What do you mean if we make it out?
Well, I don't want to jinx it.
We busting out of here, yo.
Okay, let's do it.
And then I'm cutting your hair so that you don't look like an XP of me. But yeah, for sure. It'll be nice to finally not be dead after all these years, no thanks to Coco.
Alright, everybody, tune in next time where we have a conversation that's been very long overdue.
Yeah.
See you then.
See ya.
Yeah.